Take a picture with Thomas or one of his friends. Play. Choose a scene for your picture. Which engine do you want in your picture? Thomas. Make your picture. When you have finished, click All Done. Thomas looks very happy at Tidmouth Sheds. Which scene do you want for your picture? Snow. Which engine do you want in your picture? Henry. Create your picture. When you have finished, click All Done. Great picture of Henry in snowy Sodor. Choose a scene for your picture. Which engine do you want in your picture? Percy. Make your picture. When you have finished, click All Done. All done. All done. Great picture of Percy at Diesel Works. Build tracks on the Island of Sodor. Play. Choose an engine to run on your track. James, Thomas, Percy. Choose a background. Build your track. When you have finished, click All Done. Pick an engine for you. Choose a back. Make your track. When you have finished, click All Done. You've made a splendid track. James is proud to be the first engine on your new track. Choose an engine to run on your track. Choose a background. Make your track. When you have finished, click All Done. Start over. All done. You are a really useful engine. Thomas thinks you are a really useful engine. Tangled rail tales. Help put the stories in order. Play. Help untangle the story by putting the pages in the right order. Hear this page. Edward tried to cheer Charlie up by telling him a joke. Here, Edward's joke did cheer up Charlie. Hear this page. As Edward puffed up to Charlie, he saw that Charlie looked sad. That's it! You fixed it! You are a really useful engine. Now it's story time. As Edward puffed up to Charlie, he saw that Charlie looked sad. Edward tried to cheer Charlie up by telling him a joke. Edward's joke did cheer up Charlie. The end. Flynn put out the fire with water from his water cannons. Here, Sir Topham Hatt praised Flynn for putting out the fire. Here, one day, Sir Topham Hatt's shed was on fire. That's one. That's it. You are a really useful engine. That's one. Now it's story time. One day, Sir Topham Hatt's shed was on fire. Fiery Flynn was called to the rescue. Flynn put out the fire with water from his water cannons. Sir Topham Hatt praised Flynn for putting out the fire. The end. Untangle another story. Help untangle the story by putting the pages in the right order. Hear this. Thomas's loud whistle startled Cranky, and he dropped a box of fireworks, which exploded. You fixed it! You are really useful. You fixed it! That's one. Now it's story time. At Brendam Docks on Sodor Surprise Day, Thomas blasted his whistle to surprise Gordon. Thomas's loud whistle startled Cranky, and he dropped a box of fireworks, which exploded. Thomas felt terrible that the party at Callan Castle would now have to be cancelled because there were no fireworks. But Thomas saved the party by thinking of something even better than fireworks. Harold flying by with colourful lights. The end. Untangle another story. Can you help put the pages of the story in the proper order? You are really useful. You are a really useful engine. You did it! You are really useful. Now it's story time. One day, Thomas and Percy needed to deliver a giant pink balloon to the showground for Mr. Bubbles. On the way there, the wind blew the giant pink balloon away. So Thomas went back to Mr. Bubbles and got a new purple balloon to deliver. Finally, after Thomas and Percy delivered the purple balloon, the giant pink one arrived all on its own. The end. Untangle another story. Can you help put the pages of the story in the right order? You did it! That's it! Well done! Now it's story time. One morning, James needed to bring Farmer McColl's sheep to the fair to have their picture taken for the paper. James had to go through a large, muddy puddle on the way and was worried that he and the sheep would be too dirty for the photograph. The photographer was delighted to take a picture of sheep right from the field and such a hard-working sheepdog and engine. Their picture was on the front page of the Sodor Gazette the very next day. The end. Untangle another story. Can you help put the pages of the story in the proper order? You are a really useful engine. Hear this page. Well done! That's it! Now it's story time. One day, Gordon's buffer beam fell off at the diesel works after he crashed into a flatbed. Gordon was embarrassed that he had to use a diesel buffer beam while he waited for his to be repaired. Thomas reminded Gordon that the diesel buffer beam allowed him to keep working while he waited for the repair. Gordon and his diesel buffer beam puffed proudly out of the docks because he was still a really useful engine. The end. Untangle another story. Can you help put the pages of the story in the right order? That's it! You are a really useful engine. Can you help put the beginning, middle and end of the story in the right order? You are really useful. You did it! Now it's story time. One day, Thomas had to give a famous composer a tour of the island so that he could hear the sounds of Sodor and use them in his next piece of music. But everywhere that Thomas and the composer went, the peaceful sounds of the birds and the sea were crowded out by noisy engines. Soon it was time to hear the composer's new music at a concert in the town square. No one quite knew what to expect. Thomas and his friends tooted their whistles and blew their horns along with the brass band. They were the sounds of Sodor. The end.